All praises to the Most High. Welcome to the WhollyLivin Garden Channel, where we try to live in the garden, holy garden. So anyway, I wanted to come out and just discuss a few garden topics. One is, I call it a garden transition because the wintertime for us is there's so much rain, and during the rain we just get a lot of growth, which I'm sure happens everywhere else, but you get a frost and we don't. So nothing freezes over. It does get cool enough where we don't have any bugs like a bunch of ants and a lot of flies and bees and stuff. So pollination obviously is not. Although I did see a bee yesterday in the garden. This is just a nighttime look at the garden, and I wanted to talk about garden peace and living a holy life in the garden. Quietness. Grounding. If you don't know what grounding is, I'll talk about that a little later. But gaining inner peace in your garden is so important. At least that's important to me. So when I come out in my garden, I look at this little thing flying around. I just got to talk about pest. Let me see, where did it go? It's just went over there, and it's tapping that leaf over there. Anyway, so yeah, talking about garden peace, I try to structure my garden so that when I come out, it is conducive to how I want to feel when I'm out here. So as you can notice, I have chimes everywhere. There's a little brown one there, and then there's one right here dangling right there. And ambient lighting. I changed this light out from blue to green to yellow, and this is basically the front of the house, or the west side of the garden. So I have the tomatoes out here, the rosemary, the greens, the pomegranate, the lemon, the peach, the grapes, the sweet potatoes, the onions, the cilantro. I gotta get some more mint. I'm gonna go see if I can find some mint seeds. I don't even think I've ever heard of mint seeds. I usually just buy the mint in a pot already. So I'm gonna try and go see if I can find some mint seeds. I want some spearmint tea. I think it's so delicious. And some wintergreen and regular peppermint. Anyway, peaceful gardening is very important. I feel as though even if I had like 2 chickens out here, which I would really love to consider if they didn't try to fly the coop, I would put a couple of them out here. And also, have a little cage farm, but they can still just roam free during the day. But anyways, it would still be peaceful even if I had the chickens. I thought about the quails, them being so tiny, but they like to fly too. So, and to see something cooped up like that, to me, it's just, I don't know, it's almost cruelty to me, but I just, I feel like they should be able to roam wherever they want. So, you have the hummingbird feeders right there. There's actually another chime right there. So there's one chime there. There's a chime here. There's a chime there. And slowly we're going to move around. There's another chime there. There's a chime right here. And these chimes are all in the same parameter. So that when the wind blows, it's like a musical tribute to the garden, I like these particular trees right here because they will grow away from the house all by themselves. So, the tree is way over here. Let me see it. And then you see how it just takes a left and just goes over there. It follows its own direction. It knows what to do, what not to do. It has sense enough not to grow up to the roof. It takes a left. And I love these trees. And these trees is what allows me to actually hang the chimes in the hummingbird feeders on. So yeah, right now I'm in a transition. I am going to be digging up my grape tree tomorrow, my grapevine tomorrow, and placing it somewhere else. I hope it's going to be a good spot for it. When I do that, I'll have another plot. So when that plot comes open, I'm probably going to put some more brassicas in there in the form of red giant mustards. I have some kind of cabbage. It looks like kale when it grows. I'm going to place some of those out there. And I think that'll be it. I do want to start my herb garden too. I do got my rosemary going, and I got my sage growing in the cilantro. So next on my list is to get some, well, I got plenty of thyme. I have so many different kinds of thyme just growing like the bushes that they should. I don't even have to ever worry about buying any more of that stuff. And what else? I'm going to get me some cocoa coir. I'm going to go buy me some more soil and some more manure, some more perlite, and get ready to neutralize this reused soil. I'm going to reuse some of my soil this year. Okay, so, not get rid of any soil that's not infested with anything. And most of the time when I go to the bottom of all of my soil, there's nothing but worms, which to me is a very healthy sign that this soil can be reused. And so I'll incorporate it into the new soil that I get. And what else? I can't wait for the spring, actually. I don't know how much indoor gardening I'm going to do over the winter. I'm thinking about just direct sowing whatever is direct sowable right now, and then just direct sowing in the spring. That's probably what's going to go down. Last year I did some indoor winter gardening. I started to, as you can see, I took out all the components. I just didn't get around to it. And it's January now. March is the new year. Oh, I'm sorry. March is the new year for those who know who they are as Hebrews. That's the real calendar. That's the real time that it is. It's the new year is when when spring comes. That's the new year, not the winter time. Okay? All right. Remember to always do your best, be blessed, and think about your garden as a place of peace, a place of comfort, and grounding. We'll talk about that in the next video. If you know what grounding is, let me know in the comments, and we can have a little conversation about grounding. Okay, guys? All praises to the Most High. Thank you for coming to the channel. Remember to always do your best. Be blessed. And grow something. Anything. Anything. All right. Bye-bye.